His auto, you'll find newspapers, you'll find the radio, you'll find Netflix, Amazon, different OTT platforms, you'll find an iPad, you'll find a fridge, you'll find all sorts of things in his auto.
In an auto.
In an auto. One day he had a passenger who was watching Netflix on his iPad in the auto. Like, sir, ठीक है, एक और round घुमा लो, and then I'll stop because I want to finish this season. Because you're also running a business, right?
Yeah.
And I met this auto driver, okay, in Chennai. His name is Annadurai.
Okay.
And it's the most unique auto driving experience I've ever had. Because in his auto, you'll find newspapers, you'll find the radio, you'll find Netflix, Amazon, different OTT platforms, you'll find an iPad, you'll find a fridge, you'll find all sorts of things in his auto.
In an auto.
In an auto, right? He even has a card swiping machine.
What?
Yeah. So, why does he have those things? Now, because when he was growing up, he realized that his fate was that he was only going to be an auto driver. Now, why? Because his family members are auto drivers. So, he couldn't be educated, he couldn't go to school or college. His dream was to be a businessman one day. So, when he became an auto driver, he said, all right, this is not what I want to be, but let's make the most of it. Let me think, mera USP kya hai? So what he did was, he asked people like, what are some things that you want from your auto driver? So people said safety, So he said, other than that, I want you to find out what else I could do for the happiness of my customers and my passengers. So one day, there were two passengers in his auto. One was reading the newspaper. And the wife was trying to talk to him, but the husband was so engrossed in reading the newspaper that he wasn't paying attention to her. And she did this to him. She's like, Suno! And then he said, I realized that this man was so engrossed with the newspaper that I decided I'm going to put newspapers in my auto. So agar kisi ko kuch padhna hai, they'll get it in my auto. And every day he puts newspapers from different languages. If there's someone from Gujarat, there'll be a Gujarati newspaper. If there's someone from some other state, he'll put that newspaper. There'll be a newspaper in Hindi, in English. So that's how he started. Later, demonetization happened. So, so he started putting a card swiping machine.
So newspapers jo lega, he has to pay.
No, it's free.
Okay.
It's free. But you're getting to read a newspaper.
Yeah.
It's like when you travel, I can't take the newspaper everywhere with me. But when I sit in his auto, in other autos, you won't get a newspaper, but you're getting a free newspaper here. So tum yaad rakhoge na ki is auto pe I got a newspaper. Then you put a card swiping machine. Then one day, one guy, he was watching Netflix, okay? He was completely engrossed in the phone. And the auto guy saw this. So he's like, wow, yaar, let me put Netflix also. Let me buy my own tablet and put Netflix in it. So one day he had a passenger who was watching Netflix on his iPad in the auto. And he was wanting to complete the season. He didn't want to get off and all. So he's like, sir, theek hai, ek aur round ghuma lo, and then I'll stop because I want to finish this season. So you see, his observation skills are amazing. And he puts in his auto what he knows the customers will like. So in a way, he is thinking like a businessman. Theek hai, wo education nahi mila. He couldn't, right? He didn't have the money for it. But he is thinking like a businessman. And now he's separated himself from all the other auto drivers, right? In fact, if you take 40 auto rides with him, he'll give you 2,000 rupees cash back or something like that. So, you're also building a friendship with these customers. When new customers come in to his auto, now he's learned different languages also. So he'll say namaste, he'll say something in Gujarati, something in Tamil, in Kannada. He knows how to greet his customers, and talk to them in their language. He interacts with them, So I find this guy very interesting. He thinks like a businessman. And in a way, he is a businessman.
Yeah.
Because next time when I come to Chennai, I don't want to take an auto, any auto. I want to drive with this guy. I want to, like if I have water and it's very warm because Chennai is very hot, I'll put it in his fridge that's there in the auto, a mini fridge.
Yeah.
So you won't believe this guy, like he gives college lectures and all that now. Because he's become famous like that. Now imagine, look at his marketing. It's brilliant, okay? He takes customers for these rides. Now they take selfies with him. He has an Instagram page. मतलब Instagram पे भी tag कर रहे हैं. So it's like if you're in Chennai, go to him. Everyone will be like so cool. So you go. So the next person will take his ride. Then the next person will take his ride. So you see how his reach has increased. He's just an auto driver. So his thinking is amazing. So when I went in his auto, I was like, wow. I have to write the story. I'm very lucky that I met this guy, but that's amazing. And when I put his story out, then I saw like his reach increased triple, right? Because now everyone's like, oh wow, yaar, haan. It's like he's giving you an MBA, honestly, on how to market yourself.
Yeah.
So that was another story that I found truly amazing.
Wow, I mean, I'm not sure if a person who's doing MBA or has done MBA can even think of converting an auto into something like this.
Yeah.
This is amazing. Like, wow.